Shalom and good day all, this is the Healing29 back again for another DC comic review, and with this DC comic review I'll be covering Batman issue 126 by Chip Zdarsky, and last but not least, Multiversity Team Justice issue 3. I'll move into the first one that I'll be reviewing. So, jumping in, the first things first, does this cover in any way, shape or form connect to something that's happening inside of the story? In some essence it is, to which I give the cover a 7 out of 10. I'll now go to showing some of the internal art around the beginning, middle and of course the end. I will not be covering the backstory in this, just to give you a heads up. And moving into first things first, here's some of the art around the beginning, to which I really dislike the wording that Chip Zdarsky is using here. His members are his family, they're not soldiers. Just saying. As we start to move towards the middle, we have Batman going up against his failsafe, and to which he's had to run and scurry away because him and the family there are getting their butt whooped. And last but not least, let's move towards the end. And as we move towards the end, we have a character coming in. And that's a bit of a spoiler as to who it will be and, of course, when it will be. So, moving into the internal art, I gave it a 7 out of 10. Moving into the next area, being the story. First things first, did this story have any comic book references to maybe even some of the previous issues before this that might actually tie up to this story? No, it didn't. The area of time, nothing at all. Of course, the location being Gotham, the cast of characters being the Bat family, Batman. We had Tim Drake, who still should not be called Robin. He needs his own title name, because Robin at the moment is Damian Wayne. And I'm afraid to call Tim Drake a fraudulent Robin. Of course, we had Failsafe, we had Oracle, and last but not least, we had Zur-Ernar. The overall story rating for this, I gave a 6 out of 10. I'll now move to reviewing Team Justice, issue 3. So, as we jump to Team Justice issue 3, do these covers in any way, shape or form connect to something that's happening inside of the story? Sure enough it does, to which I gave them both a 7 out of 10. I'll now go to showing some of the internal art using the variant cover, which you see there on the right hand side. Looking around the beginning, middle and end. And in this gender-flipped universe of Earth 11, we have Clarion, the Witch Girl, along with Raven here. And we've got quite a bit happening here at the beginning of the story. And as we can see here, it's Jesse Quick and, of course, the Robin there. And Supergirl. Jumping towards the middle of the story as it progresses a little bit further. A bit of a discussion as to one of the places they're going. And of course, whoever this character is. Oh, Aqua Woman, I think it is, or Aqua Girl. And last but not least, towards the end, where they finally get into where they're trying to infiltrate. So for the internal art, I gave this a 7 out of 10. Now it's time to move to the area of the story. First things first, did we get any comic references? No, we didn't. Did we get any indication of time? No, we didn't. What about the area of locations? Oh my bloody goodness. We had a lot of locations in this one. Of course, with this taking place on Earth 11, we ended up going to the Isle of Metal, to the Bermuda Triangle, and the Fortress of Tranquility, to which this woman Superwoman actually goes to. We also had New York City, the Church of Blood, and one other area, I think it's called Dormus Amerios. Forgive me for butchering it. But moving into the cast of characters, we had Raven, Clarion, Supergirl, Robin, Jesse Quick, Superwoman, Trigon, which in this universe is actually a female, which I'm not really worried about. And of course we had the Green Lanterns, and last but not least, the character of Troy, or Donald Troy. The overall story rating I gave for this was a 7 out of 10. Until then, let's keep it colourful and have yourself an awesome day.